This is a tutorial for the National Charity League San Francisco chapter website. This tutorial will cover all chapter calendar administration tasks. First, you're going to go to My Membership, go down to Calendar of Events. You'll land on the current month. You can go forward and backwards by using these arrows on the sides, green arrows. If you are a chapter administrator, then you'll have editing rights, and you'll look up top, they'll say Mode. View, Edit, and Layout is very important. You need to be on Edit mode in order to change any calendar events or to add a calendar event. So from here, you're going to go to the very bottom of the page, and you'll notice Calendar Settings, Manage Calendars, Edit Locations and Categories, and Add Event. Calendar Settings is for the website administrator, so we'll just leave that. Manage Calendars. So we have the opportunity of having many different calendars here, and I've already set up some calendars such as board meeting, patroness, TikToker meetings, philanthropy events, things like that. You can add calendars by typing in the information right here and clicking Add. You can also edit something by clicking on it, and then it'll be populated over here, and then you can edit that and click Update. I'm going to return back to the calendar. And once again, we go down to the bottom of the page, and we see Edit Locations and Categories. So we also have the opportunity of categorizing our events. So for instance, our philanthropy events, we can categorize them under care for the children, elderly, environment, and we can have a category for league activity. If you'd like to add a category, you can type it on the right-hand side. Color, you can change the color that it appears on the calendar by scrolling over here, and you can change it to any one of these colors. Right now, I have all philanthropy events as being white with black lettering, and the league events is taupe with black lettering. Also, we can indicate locations and attach those locations to Google Maps or Yahoo Maps. So you can add a location by typing in this field and then copying and pasting the map URL into this spot and clicking Add. And if you would like to edit one of those, you can click on the right-hand side here to edit. You could change the name here and change the map URL here and then click Update. So the final thing we can do is add, edit, and delete events. On the bottom here is Add Event, but before I do that, I'm going to cover copying an event, since that's probably most often what you're going to be doing. I'm going to click on one event, say St. Anne's Ice Cream here on July 31st. We can copy that as a new event by clicking over here on the right, Copy as a new event, clicking on these two boxes and click Copy. So here we can change anything about that item that we want. So for instance, if we wanted to change this to that, we're going to add the date. I'm going to put that on August the 1st from 3 to 5. The location, the category, the description, we can go ahead and change that if we wish. If we want this to become a recurring event, here's where we click on this box right here and it gives us a drop-down menu. Here I'm going to say it's a weekly event. It's going to happen every week on Monday, and it's going to go through the 15th. Since this one's starting on the 1st, we want this to go through the 15th. We want to send a reminder out 7 days prior to the event, and then we could go ahead and change this as well. Enrollments, we want to allow enrollments. We want to allow our members to unenroll, and we want the maximum enrollment to be 6. As well, there's a feature where we can enroll ourselves if we are setting up this event and we want to enroll ourselves without having to go back in. We can click on those as well. So that is how you copy an event. I'm going to return to the calendar because I'm now going to show you how to add an event. Click on Add Event. Okay, so here I'm going to add a philanthropy event. The name, I'm going to make this St. Anne's Reading from 3 to 5. The standard that we're going to have is to put the name of the event and then the time, if possible, both the beginning time and the end time. So then we can copy that and paste it in display, and hopefully it will work, and it does. It needs to be 25 characters maximum, so sometimes you have to be a little bit creative with the display name so that it can all fit on the calendar. The start date, I'm going to have this event start on the 1st of August. It's going to go from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. The location is St. Anne's Home. The category is Care for the Elderly. I'm just going to write description here. And you can put anything you want in there. Recurrence, I'm going to have this recur through the 15th, a weekly event every week on Monday. You can also do a monthly event, repeating it, say, once a month on the second Saturday of each month. Like, for instance, Family House, there's an event that every second Saturday they have an event, so we could click it there. We could do a monthly event or a yearly event. Here, we're going to send a reminder. Click on that. We're going to send a reminder 7 days prior. That's pretty standard that we've been doing with our chapter. And here, you're first going to type, "This is a reminder that you have volunteered to serve St. Anne's Home." And then what I typically do is I copy and paste my description in this next spot. And then I might put some other information such as parking info. I might put, bring your own lunch, something about clothing. If maybe they need to dress nicely at St. Anne's Home, I might put that in the description. So all kinds of information there. And then we always want to make sure we thank our patronesses and TikTokers for their time and their service. So thank you for serving the elderly. And then we'll go to enrollments. We want to allow enrollment. We want them to be able to unenroll themselves. Now, CSpot had the feature where you could stop unenrolling after if you're within 1 week of the event. That's a feature that CSpot does not have currently, but they are working to add that in the future. The maximum enrollment, let's say we're going to max enroll there, it's 8. Here you can also delay the start of the enrollment as well as the time. You can enroll yourself if you're in the middle of adding this. You can enroll yourself. So then we can update this. So as you can see, I've just added St. Anne's Reading to the 1st and the 8th and the 15th. So in order to edit that, if I wanted to, I would click on that event and I could edit that event. Just a note, if it's a recurring event, You cannot edit the first event and have it go to every event in the series. You cannot edit every event in the series. You have to do them individually. You can, however, delete all the events in the series. So if you find that you need to edit or modify the entire series, what I suggest is copy it first. Go ahead and make a whole new event, and then go back and delete your event, all the events in the old series that were not correct. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all the events in that series. And then as you can see, those have been edited. Now the reason why we're using the protocol of putting the name of the event as well as the time is in Chapter Web, when you scrolled over the event, you could see the description. But in CSpot, that's not a feature. So I think it's much cleaner to have it on the calendar, the name of the event and what the time is, and then the system will put through how many spots are available. So in this one, there are 6 spots available for so people can sign up. Okay, so that would cover all adding events, deleting, modifying events, changing calendars. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call your chapter administrator or the VP of Communications. Thank you.